From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update. Your weekend weather update is made possible by Caltrans District 2.
Hey folks, good afternoon. Hope you had a nice weekend so far. That little bit of a lull in precipitation has been ongoing for the last several hours, but you can see the big push as the system comes in. That's going to yield more precipitation as we head over the next several hours. There it is on the futurecast here as of right now off the coast, but again, that pushes inland and boom, there you go. We got that more widespread heavy rain. Snow levels at about 5,000 feet. Pretty heavy snow too, because I mean, that's generally heavy precipitation as a whole. That's going to be lasting through today and then through tomorrow as well. Check it out tomorrow. We get this more kind of cellular activity, especially down through the valley. From Redding, down to Red Bluff, down the 99 corridor, down the I-5 corridor, down to Chico. We kind of get these cellular patches of storms mixed in. So definitely a thunderstorm potential, that goes without saying. But even the possibility of some of those picking up some relative intensity for this time of year. We'll have to keep a close eye on there. Throughout the rest of the day, we kind of hold these scattered storms. And then I think as we kind of head deeper and deeper into the day, Tuesday, we also see more kind of active pattern holding with that same system, in fact, kind of lingering across the area. So for the next couple of days, we're holding a lot of thunderstorm activity across the area, but tomorrow in particular, really kind of interesting. Check this out. Here's the severe weather outlook from the Storm Prediction Center in Norman, Oklahoma. These guys are the best in the nation. They can forecast for anywhere, anytime, any day, and check out what they've yielded. Across the entire area, all the way up from Modoc County down to Humboldt County, we have that general thunderstorm risk. That's this light green here, right? So all of us have a pretty decent shot at seeing some thunderstorms, right? But check this out through the valley. Down the I-5 corridor, down 99 through Chico. We got this level 1 out of 5 risk of severe weather, which includes the possibility of someone picking up hail, picking up some damaging winds, and they could even start rotating a little bit. So we got to watch that because we have a very interesting pattern here where the flow actually gets channeled into the valley, and those storms that get through the valley could actually pick up some intensity there. And that's why we have this level 1 out of 5 risk through the valley. And in fact, down there south of Chico, south of Willows, down the 70-99 corridor, check out that yellow there. You see that just barely eking? That's a level 2 out of 5 risk. So down south of us a little more where it gets a little flatter out there, there's actually a level 2 out of 5 risk for severe weather. So we could definitely see some pretty robust storms as we head through tomorrow. Of course, Mike will be with you if anything does, pop up there on the board, but still very interesting setup here. We'll have to watch for some pretty intense thunderstorms, especially in the valley for our Monday and perhaps even into our Tuesday as well. So we'll keep a close eye on that, see how that evolves there. Of course, Mike, best in the business. He's been doing it how many years? I don't even know. So he's got you covered. No worries about that. Now, here's your future cast. Looks like we hold scattered shower activity into Wednesday, but I think that's when it kind of starts to let up, right? I think Wednesday PM and beyond, we actually have a pretty nice pattern to look forward to. There's a system spinning itself off to death off the west there, but I don't think that's going to be particularly impactful for us. Here's our current impactful system. There's the one that's going to be spinning itself to death off the coast on Wednesday. It doesn't look like it's going to make landfall. Notice how it just kind of spins and spins, and it kind of loses its juice. Then it merges with the rest of the flow towards next weekend, towards Saturday, towards Sunday, towards Monday. So I think those few days stretch there will actually be pretty decent towards the end of the week. Here's your marine forecast here. As we head to the next several hours, looks like we're going to pick those waves right back up into the vicinity of 15, 16, 17, 18 feet. Definitely some pretty treacherous territory, even just 10, 20 nautical miles off the coast. I mean, check those double digits along the coast out there. So yeah, we're definitely dealing with some pretty treacherous, for lack of a better term, water conditions as that system pushes inland here over the next 12 to 24 hours. Here's your daytime highs for today. 60 along the coast with thunderstorms possible. This is kind of the first push. I don't think it's going to be quite as intense as tomorrow. Upper 50s, lower 60s through the valley. Down there at Chico Orville, 62 and 64 degrees. And then the rest of us up here, Modoc County, Siskiyou County, out towards Lassen Volcanic State Park. You'll be in the 40s and lower 50s across the area. So we'll definitely be cooler in that regard. Now, let's take a look at the big picture because I really do think this pattern is kind of interesting. As mentioned, next several days, that's the unsettled weather. We'll have to be watching tomorrow for some of those stronger thunderstorms possible as well. We'll be keeping a close eye on that to see how the board evolves throughout the day. But with those cellular storms and with that flow getting channeled up through the valley, you never know what those things can do, right? Could put down some crazy lightning bolts, could throw some heavy torrential downpours, hail, the whole 9 yards, right? So we'll keep a close eye on that, just see how that evolves. Don't think it's going to be some hugely apocalyptic, crazy scenario, but it's a very interesting day you want to keep an eye on just to stay safe. Just kind of know how the day will evolve with the weather so that you don't get caught off guard, right? Now, Tuesday, still some storms. I think that's possible. Looks like as we head towards Wednesday, that's a time frame when it starts to become more scattered, right? I don't think it's going to be quite as widespread. Then through the rest of the week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and beyond, looks like we're doing pretty much fine there in that regard. I don't think we're going to be seeing quite as widespread rain. I think we'll be pretty much dry for the end portions of the week and into next weekend. Taking a look at the valley, possible thunderstorms through tomorrow. Of course, this is the area to watch, the valley, right? Through Redding, through Red Bluff, down to Chico to Oroville, down the 99 corridor, down I-5. That's kind of the area you want to watch for those stronger thunderstorms for tomorrow. Of course, like I said, I've said it many times already, Mike will be with you. If anything happens, don't think this is going to be a huge deal. Of course, you got to remember, I said earlier, it's a level 1 out of 5 risk. That means that goes up to 5, right? So we're not dealing with a level 5 out of 5 risk, just a level 1 out of 5 risk, something to keep a passing eye on throughout the day. Then, boom, there you go. Rest of the week past that, looking pretty good. Actually warming up. Some indications have us in the mid to upper 60s towards that kind of a Friday, Saturday time frame. So it looks like we actually have some warmth to look forward to wrapping this week up and heading into next weekend. On the coast, that's a classic climatological peak, right? That's where you get the heaviest rainfall totals, and that's probably where we will up Del Norte County and Humboldt County for the next several days there. Thunderstorms possible, if not downright likely, for the next 24 to 48 hours, and clearing out nicely for the end of the week, getting back in the 50s and 60s there along the coast. So definitely a very interesting pattern over the next 24 hours. Of course, today the rain will be back as we head through the next 6 to 8 hours. I think after about 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that kind of time frame, we'll be picking those storms back up. And from there on, well, we're not letting them go for probably another 48 hours. Thanks for watching this forecast update. I'll be back with this evening for another look at your forecast fresh from the Weather NorCal Command Center, and I'll speak with you soon.